So much Fallout 76 news to talk about. It's insane. We've got the ability to preload the beta on PC and PlayStation 4, and then also some beta times for you guys to talk about. Then also some fixes about the PC minimum system requirements. You guys may recall that they seemed pretty high. Well, they aren't that high, so we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Plus, some new perks have been revealed, and we're going to be talking about what's so special with these Master Rank perks. So we have, yes, a lot of updates and cool stuff to dive into. So, welcome back, my fellow Vault Dwellers and Wasteland Wonders, to Open World Games. And remember, if you are new to the channel, do not forget to smack that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon, and remember to follow me out on facebook.com/openworldvideogames for daily streams around 4 p.m. Pacific time. But yeah, turn on that bell notification icon. You will always be updated about Fallout 76. Okay, so yes, get to it. So this is the Fallout official Twitter account. Get to it, guys. They say this: the Fallout 76 beta is now available to preload on PC and PlayStation 4. Prepare for your exit of Vault 76 ahead, of October 30th beta start. But let's talk about the beta times as well. So this is universal for Xbox One, PC, and PS4. It says we'll be getting the beta on these dates. So note this: October 27th, 5 p.m. through 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be a 2-hour window. Then October 28th, 12 p.m. To 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And then October 30th, 7 p.m. through 11 p.m. Eastern Time. A little bit later for those that are in the States, of course. And then November 1st, 2 p.m. through 7 p.m. That's a longer window at the very least. And then we have another longer window here on November 3rd, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then finally, the big one, November 4th, 2 p.m. through 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, if there's any other extended beta dates beyond that, I will let you know. So look out for any information about that. But yes, get to preloading it on PC, PS4. Go for it, guys. Let me know if you are downloading yours. I'm downloading mine now on PC. It just requires me to go to the Bethesda launcher, click download. I was talking to our Discord here. Special thanks to those guys out there. I was like, how in the heck do you preload the beta versus, the actual game itself? I see the preload for the actual game itself, but the actual game for PC is kind of the beta. So, just know that. Just hit that preload button when you see it. Pre-download it. Alright, so moving on. We've got a PC requirements update for you guys. So, the new fix is this. The minimum system requirements for the actual processors, Intel Core i5 600, 3.5 gigahertz, and then the AMD Ryzen 3 1300X 3.5 gigahertz or equivalent. So there's that fix for you guys. Links in the description about that one. Special thank you to everyone that pinged me about all of this. You guys are awesome. You pinged me out on Twitter. You also pinged me out on my Facebook page. You can message me anytime on my Facebook page as well. So special thank you to all of you for doing that. You are amazing. And then also join the Discord as well. Lots of cool stuff going on Discord. And you could squad up with other players too during the beta and the launch of the game. Share character builds, strategize, share photos. Awesome stuff going on there. But anyway, let's talk about the brand new perks that were spotted through the Collector's Edition guide or something like that. And the Prima guide. Can't show you the Prima guide because you actually have to purchase that. But we can actually show you stuff from the Nukes and Dragons stuff. So, this was spotted by Pink Robin. And then also by, who is this here? Alexa Naniv or something like that. And they noticed that we can actually see these new perks through Nukes and Dragons, which of course you can arrange your own card setup there. So we're going to drop off by there right now. Take a look at these brand new cards. So we have Incisor. It says your melee weapons ignore 20% of your target's armor. And then under Perception, we have Glow Sight. Deal plus 20% damage to glowing enemies. Next up, we have Endurance. Gain a total of 10% to your maximum health with the Life Giver card. Rad Resistance plus 10% radiation resistance. And then photosynthesis, which says this: gain health regen between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Interesting. So that's like a daytime perk right there, which, again, I prefer playing during the daytime, so I may actually go with that. Who knows? Then it says this: Power Smith over here. You can now craft advanced power armor suits. You can see how intelligence is super important there for that sort of thing. And then Power User. Fusion cores now last 20% longer, and I think that's only rank 1. And then the final rank here goes up to this. Fusion core duration is now doubled. Who is going to go in this game expecting to be in your power armor suit like 90% of the time? Let me know if that is something you're actually going to do. Then we have Woodchucker. It says collect twice as much when harvesting wood. We have Quick Hands, gain 10% chance to instantly reload when your clip is empty. And then, as you can see, this has ranks as well. You can gain a 50% chance to instantly reload when your clip is empty. And then Psychopath. Every kill in VATS has a 10% chance to refill your critical meter. Pretty good one here as well. Man, there's going to be so many choices with this game, considering you can't respec your special abilities up here. You're going to be making some choices, trust me, but at least you're going to rearrange your perk cards. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens, at least with my build at first. I'm sure I'm going to have, well, hopefully not too many regrets as we go, but I am going to have multiple character slots for PvE, PvP, and stuff like that. Now, there are actually master ranks, and, you know, I guess you could call them ultimate ranks and stuff like that, for some of these perks, and that's very notable. Now, we're going to go to this post out on Reddit. They had some findings about this, which were absolutely fascinating, and this also ties into pick locking and hacking as well, I noted. But this is what, let's see here, Captain Kirkby says. He says, all weapon perks have an expert master version. He goes on to say this: you may know me from my regularly updated perk cards list. Today I was adding a lot of content to my list that comes from a photo you can find on the Amazon page of the official collector's edition guide for the game. Doing so, I realized that it featured perks like Commando and Expert Commando, or even Master Gorilla, that we hadn't heard of before. This led me to obvious conclusion: all weapon damage perk cards have an expert and master version, the same way it works for picklock and hacker perks. Now, this is really important, comparing it to picklock and hacker perks for this reason. He goes on to say this: you might be wondering why this is the case. I'm gonna try to explain it clearly here. Let's take the Gorilla perk as an example. Fairly early in the game, you'll be able to pick the Gorilla perk that increases the damage of automatic pistols by 10% at rank 1, 15% at rank 2, and 20% at rank 3. But later in the game, you might get Expert Gorilla or Master Gorilla. What's the difference between these and the normal one? Now, the name, nothing more. These two new perks have exactly the same number of ranks and effect than the basic Gorilla perk, but you can equip all three at the same time. So there it is. That's really important to remember. And then he says, so early in the game, you might upgrade your Gorilla perk so that it gives you plus 20% damage at the cost of 3 agility points. But in the late game, you'll have the choice, provided you have the cards, to go for Gorilla, Expert Gorilla, and Master Gorilla, each rank 1, for a total of 30% damage for the same cost. Finally, you will also be able to get rank 3 of each of these perks in order to get plus 60% damage at the cost of 9 total agility points, which is pretty expensive. So if you want to specialize in one set of perk cards, I guess you can say, you can do that big time in this game. But again, that would be considering yourself an extra specialist in that category of the special abilities, and of course the perk cards themselves. Let me know if anyone's going to go that hardcore into some of these perk cards. Curious to see how extensive these master cards go into some of these other perk cards that we have. We'll have to wait and find out, or if it's just like specific to certain cards. We'll see. But yes, there are these new like master rank cards in the game. They're pretty cool, and I am curious again to see how my layout will go. I'm going to have to make sure, really plot and plan a lot more better than what I'm doing right now, in my opinion. All right. So, let's go over your top comments. Remember to leave a comment down below. It could end up right here smack dab in a video. So let us begin, shall we? So the first comment comes from Dresky Gone Gaming. He says, I think the beta being restricted to a short time frame is finally a show of a company actually testing their game to perfect it. Too many times a beta lasts for an extensive amount of time, and it seems the problems are still not solved by release. This is one of the reasons I appreciate Bethesda's professionalism and cannot wait to play this game. Yeah, there's still some controversy over the beta times, but I hear what you are saying, definitely. It's definitely going to give them a chance to really fine-tune this game before that launch window. I'm personally for it. You know, I didn't pre-order the game to exactly get into the beta. I pre-ordered the game to play the final version of the game for years and years, and I want that experience to be really good. You know, I'm hoping a month after launch, everything's ironed out. So that's what I'm hoping for with this game. But also, like I've said before, these windows, these times, I think also are for us not to really spoil the game too much for ourselves, considering that there are going to be problems in the beginning. We don't want to experience the entire game during all of these problems, so that's another way to look at it too. Alright, we have Anti-Hero Zenim, who says, from what I've played, 76 has changed my playstyle completely. I usually take my time looting and fighting the enemies. However, I was forced to make quite quick decisions, I think, based on how long my food would last, whether or not a location was safe to set up camp, and the chance another player would attack me. Part of this was due to the limit of time I had to play the beta, but I like that this feels new in a sense. I'm looking forward to playing the full release. I know what you are saying. Now, when I was playing the beta, now hear me out on this. It kind of felt like Lord of the Rings when you would go out on that huge monstrous trek. You know, you have to go prepare yourself. You just can't go out there in the wasteland. You have to know what you're doing, because we were trying to find that dog again, and he ended up being a lot further away than we initially thought. And we had to get ready, get prepared for this massive trek, and I thought that was really cool. You know, get your water, your food prepared, get your stim packs and your medical supplies, and then venture out into the wasteland. So I thought that was pretty neat, and that definitely did you know, feel a little bit different considering that there are those survival mechanics. But what alleviates this a little bit, which is really nice, is the ability to kind of dynamically move your camp. Be mobile in that sense. So you can keep migrating further and further away from your comfort zone, and I think that's another new gameplay element. That's something I didn't get to really experiment with, was the camp building. One of my buddies was more into that. And that's another reason why I suggest playing with players in this game, is if you're not into camp building and someone is in your team, hey, they can just set up the camp for you. And you could just be like, all right, here's the stations all ready to go, and you can just keep moving on. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, get to preloading that beta. It's now available on PC and PlayStation 4 for preload. And I'm sure Xbox One users have already preloaded theirs, and you're just waiting for Saturday and Sunday. And then also, remember those beta times. So look forward to more updates and coverage and findings about what's hidden in the wasteland. I'm not going to spoil this game. That's one thing I really want to be careful about, is spoiling this game for you guys. So I'm trying to be cautious about that one. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Fallout 76 and open world gaming goodness. And I will see you soon enough in the wasteland. Take care.